Welcome back, Year 3, to Part 3 of our mini-series on Mrs. Seethe's Detention Rampage. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. Let's see what did indeed happen to Miss Seethe. And shooing everyone out of the hall. Shoo! 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 In no time, she had forced every single pupil and staff member down the corridor, up the stairs and into her classroom at the top of the school building. The problem was the classroom was meant for 30, not 1,030. It was like standing in a packed train carriage at rush hour. Armpits were in faces, knees were knocking against each other, and toes were treading on toes. Oops! Sorry! Ouch! All the children found this to be the most amusing. No one let one go, or we're all doomed, shouted someone. Ha ha ha! You can all stay behind till the end of time, shouted Seethe from the doorway. You sad little woman, mocked Miss Epoch, speaking up for the entire school. This is all because you didn't get the chop job. Boo hoo hoo. Now you will never be headmistress and never get your moment of glory. Yes, agreed everybody else. Miss Seethe's narrow eyes narrowed even further. Her nose wrinkled and her lips quivered. You are quite wrong, announced the deputy. This is my moment of glory, for this is the day when I gave the entire school a detention. Not the entire school, observed Miss Stint with a smile. What? I think you are forgetting someone. Who? Demanded Seethe. You! Silence descended over the overcrowded classroom. All eyes turned to the deputy head, who was standing at the door, wrestling with this thought. After a few moments she spoke. Miss Seethe, announced Miss Seethe. Yes, Miss Seethe, replied Miss Seethe. I hereby give you a detention. Me? Yes, you. But I am the deputy head of the school. You can't give me a detention. Oh, yes, I can, for I am the deputy head of the school. Now get in there. Shoo, shoo, shoo. With that, Miss Seethe held up her stick and prodded and poked herself into the classroom. Now there were even less room than there was before, and people started to grumble. Ouch! Oof! Ooh! Can't you wait until the next train? Stop picking my nose! I am terribly sorry. I thought it was mine. Miss Seethe closed the classroom door behind her. Stum! Right, now everyone, settle down, she called out. You try to settle down in here, called Miss Stint. There are 30 bottoms for every chair. Ha ha ha. Some of these bottoms are too large just for one. Ha 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 ha. Right, announced Seethe, determined to gain control of the classroom. She clambered up Miss Stint as if the elderly headmistress were a ladder. Would you mind awfully removing your foot from my head? Asked the headmistress. Holding on to her stick tightly, Miss Seethe then crowd surfed. Not the best method of travel, even at a rock concert. Her way to the top of everyone's heads. I am setting us all lines, she announced, as the wave of hands passed her around the room like a beach ball. I must not complain about being given a detention, or I will be given another detention. No one could write a thing. There wasn't room to move your elbow. We can't! It's impossible! Are you bananas? Ha ha ha! Undeterred, Miss Seethe crowd-surfed her way over to the cabinet in the corner to fetch some paper. She stood on top of it and addressed the entire school. I want you all, I mean us all, to write it out 1,000,000 times, she barked. I am not doing it, Seethe replied to herself. 1,000,000,000 then, she snapped back, rotating her walking stick over her head. I said no. 1,000,000,000,000. Whoop. No. 1,000,000,000,000. Whoop. Never. 1,000,000,000,000. Whoop. No, 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 she argued with herself. Her walking stick revolved faster and faster and faster and faster still. Ooh, what do you think's going to happen? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Seethe was now spinning her stick above her head at such speed that she actually took off like a helicopter. Ooh! Her feet left the cabinet and she sent herself crashing through the roof of her classroom. Smash! The teacher hurtled through the sky. Ooh! Everyone looked up through the Seethe-sized hole in the ceiling to see her whizzing through the clouds, still rotating her stick above her head. Detention! Bellowed Miss Seethe as a pigeon that flew past her. Squawk! Her voice echoed across the sky until it was heard no more. Well, that feels better, sighed Miss Epoch. Oh, yes, murmured everyone else in agreement. Let's party, announced Miss Stint. Yeah! Cried the entire school. They all tumbled out of the classroom and followed the headmistress down the corridor, back into the hall where all the yummy cakes and jellies and pies were still waiting for them. Hooray! Miss Stint was the last to leave the party. Way past midnight, the events of the day had perked her up no end. There was karaoke and she treated the school to a performance of her favourite hip-hop tracks. MC Stint on the mic! Rile high, let me hear you say, way-o, way-o. As for Miss Seethe, no one knew where she landed, if indeed she ever did. So if you find an angry old lady lying in a ditch, waggling a walking stick above her head, barking, Detention! At you, approach with extreme caution. Whatever you do, don't stick a stamp on Miss Seethe's forehead and post her to Royal High. They do not want their deputy head back, ever. Wow, and what a story that was. So much drama, so many twists, and a lot of detentions. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe. And if you're on your daily exercise and you see Mrs. Seethe, leave her there. Don't post her to Royal High and don't post her to Summer Hill because we don't want her there.